Wait, early? What you call 4:45 after a long day of work early? I wouldn't call that early. I'd call
Yep.
that late. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the #1 tiered shit show on the internet. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I did that before I went live. This is weird. The Tyranid the creature conference, and I am joined today by the lovely. Wait, where the heck? Huh? I don't know what's going on. By the lovely Flynhammer. I want to say hi, Flynhammer.
Hello.
The mighty Moloch.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And the erstwhile Hydra.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you all for joining today at the normal creature conference time. And thank you to all the people out there in YouTube land who are joining us. Happy to have you along. Looking into my magical mirror, I see Dwarfenage. I see Diana. I see Meandering Shade. Hey, buddy. Don't see you a lot. Good to see you here. And of course, good to see Dwarfenage and Diana. But especially Dwarfenage, because I know this is a weird time in North America. Despite Marco's comments about it being so early, it's kind of an in-between time in North America. Yeah, so how you guys been doing?
I had COVID officially now.
Congratulations.
Yes. I thought I had outlived it, and then it bit my ass.
And do you know how and where you caught it?
What?
Do you know how and where you caught it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know how. I don't have proof, but I'm pretty sure. When someone enters the room and says, "Hey, yeah, I had trouble on Christmas Eve to, get the sauce right because I don't taste much lately." That's the way you should leave the room, like the quickest possible way.
And did you
just kick them out of the room, put them in their car, send them home.
And did you beat the guy up or didn't you?
Sorry?
Did you beat the guy up?
I'm not beating a
that would be complicated.
Member.
Well, you should. I think you should.
Yeah, I should. But that family member might be of value at some point because I, at some point, need more money for this house. So I should either
wise
beat
move
very hard or don't beat at all.
Yeah, beating very hard might also get you the money for the house, but who knows?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, this is a bit morose. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that you got hit. That Nurgle finally caught you.
It was so weird that because of course we took all the pre-measures and everything, but at some point we were pretty sure that we had it at some point, but had it sort of the silent way. Because we have kids in kindergarten and they have all kinds of diseases, and we had
they're disease factories.
Yeah, well, no, then I think that's a common mistake. I read someone saying that kids usually don't get infected by themselves. It's always the adults that bring stuff in, and then the kids get infected and they spread it amongst them, amongst their peers in the kindergarten. But
I thought it was the other way around.
No, apparently not.
Okay.
So, yeah, it wasn't a kindergarten where COVID started, right? And so
everybody knows.
Yeah, I thought we might have had like a silent thing, or we had some tests not showing properly what they should. Because we had coughs and colds and whatever the whole winter long. And it was kind of a surprise to see that this wasn't the case. But it's rather weird because I have quite a couple of friends who have not been infected by now, and
like me.
Yeah, like you, and you're one of the four I had.
I am very lucky.
No, I had 5 friends who had not been infected so far, and over Christmas, 3 of them have been infected as well. So it feels like
it's coming for me.
Yeah, COVID is finally getting around to bite those who have evaded it so far.
I just read in a newspaper a couple of days ago that the COVID numbers in Germany right now look pretty good, but once the officials look at the drinking water, the
Oh
household
yes, the
water supply,
wastewater. The wastewater. Yeah.
yes, they can prove that the COVID numbers are much higher.
Yeah, because no one
Interesting.
like myself. It was during holidays, and during we didn't have to go to a doctor to get ourselves off work to care for the children when they had it and everything. So it was basically pretty quiet around us, and
Yeah.
we didn't need to see a doctor of any sorts because they cannot do anything at all anyway. It was bad, at least for me, but it wasn't that bad that I needed serious medical attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
long
norm
story
queen.
sorry.
It's the norm
What's
queen
that?
for that.
Yeah, she bred you well with your genetic abilities to resist.
Well,
And
she
big testicles,
definitely
of course.
she definitely bred my non-queen well because she had a cough and a sore neck, and that was all. And I was sleeping for
nice.
a whole week.
Yeah, I listen, like Hydra and I like send each other like voice messages offline. I thought he died. Like I hadn't heard anything from him. I was like, yo, guy, like, are you there? Like, are you alive? What is going on? He
You
was so silent.
You and everybody else. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it really kicked my groin.
I think it kicked all parts of you.
Yeah. Seriously, it's no joke because I thought, okay, getting a cold, what's the worst thing that can happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot remember feeling so sick.
Yeah,
I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy my one either. But
I
the
still
weird thing
can't
is,
taste
my parents both got it over Christmas, and they are like
Yeah.
80 years old and not that well health-wise anymore. But they
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
the weakest version somehow, and it was no problem at all.
Well, I'd be thankful of that.
Absolutely.
If my dad got it, I'd want him to get the weakest version.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And the kids, like, they have been coughing and snot balls like since October. And we get COVID
Yeah.
and they get COVID, and suddenly they are the beaming health themselves in personally. Like,
So
no
they didn't get it?
coughing, no snot. Sorry?
They didn't get it?
They did get it.
Oh.
I tried to isolate because I thought when the kids get it, that would be the worst thing that could happen. But we
Mhm.
we didn't see any signs, and then we tested them at some point because we thought about bringing them back to kindergarten at some point.
Yep.
So we thought we better monitor them to see what's going on. And yeah, long story short, they had it, and no symptoms at all. Like we were basically just testing if we would have had no real
Indication?
indication. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my long sad COVID story.
All right, so that's what you've been doing. Trying to survive. Marco, what have you been doing?
Well, what have I been doing? As I said, my mother is pretty old and pretty sick these days, and it was quite a shock for us that she had to be taken to hospital a couple of times and taken to a care facility.
Oh no.
So
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
man.
have the best of holidays, and yeah, really look forward to things getting better again. So yeah, I didn't have the best of time, and not too much time for hobby stuff, sadly.
Yeah. Sickness really gets in the way of that.
Yes, absolutely. What can you do? But it's the way of life.
I was about to joke and say you have been raising my Instagram followers drastically.
Marco?
I hope I have.
with his posts?
Yes, like nothing has
I hope
has
I have.
boosted my follower numbers like you're mentioning.
Wait. For anyone who's not on Instagram or not paying attention, Marco, what have you been posting this week?
Well, some of you might know that I've been working on this Reaver Titan for like 14 years, 15, I don't know. Like,
Oh
when,
God, don't say 14 years.
yes,
Oh shit!
pretty much since the Reaver Titan got released. I think I got one of the first ones. And it's one of those models where Simon did a lot of sculpting. He sculpted armor plates and reliefs to make it look much, much, much cooler and fit into the theme I had in mind of an Auto Xenos aligned Reaver Titan with Tyranid war and memorials and stuff. And the last thing that's going to be added is the Cruciprime that Nick sculpted 1.5 years ago. And I just couple of weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago, I had nothing to post, and just for shits and giggles, I posted a work in progress shot of the whole Reaver Titan, how it looked assembled. I thought no one would care because it was just a quick shot with nothing much involved, and it really blew off. It got like nearly 3,000 likes on Insta. I was like, oh,
Holy cow! That's
Holy
amazing.
yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing this thing every day, so obviously I don't see it anymore. And then I
Oh
thought,
yeah, you get used to it.
absolutely. And then I thought, well, if so many people are so interested in this one, maybe I should post a couple of detail shots with a fancy new lighting setup that I had since last year, and that's what I'm posting these days. So
Nice.
mainly sculpted parts of Simon as pieces, and I'm really definitely planning to finish the Reaver in the first half of this year with the Cruciprime and everything. So it's just me motivating myself, and probably motivating Simon too, to just get hyped up for this big beast again, because it really needs to be done.
Yeah, it's pretty great, and I love to see love the time travel.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, when you wrote, Simon sculpted a big ass skull face onto the helmet of the Reaver Titan back then when he was visiting me.
Yeah.
And his memory is always fresher than mine normally. But in this case, what you wrote about the day he sculpted it, I still remember it as it was yesterday. Because back then, working on a Forge World model, especially like the Reaver was the most expensive one you could get back then, besides the Manta Ray.
Yep.
Nobody converted this.
Yeah,
And we talked about, well, shouldn't we do something with a helmet, with a skull, with a helmet face? And I don't remember who came up with the idea of just the skull face is always good. And yeah, why not the skull? Simon opened the epoxy and just started sculpting a skull onto the 600 euro piece model. And I think it was done like in 15 minutes or something. Like he just slapped it on,
And he
it
was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he was like, "Job's a good one."
absolutely. And it's fine. It's perfectly fine as a one of the Ryan for the Reaver, and it looks really cool. I'm really happy with it still to this day. With the red too, of course. But the thing is, all the other armor plates, I think Simon, you did them at home, and they took obviously much more time. But the skull face was like bam, 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 bam. Here it is.
yeah.
Sometimes you just need a pressure, and I just pulled it up. I have it up on the screen here for folks. So this is the skull face that Simon sculpted onto Marco's Reaver.
I think it was because I think if I recall it correctly, it was your idea, and we were standing in your studio and looking at the things and talking about your idea. Because if I recall it correctly, I took the armor parts
Yeah.
back home
Yeah.
with me from that visit, and we were joking around with it and kind of holding the pieces together and trying to imagine how the thing would look. And I think you said because it's the Death Watch has the skull as sort of its logo.
Okay.
I think you said, wouldn't it be cool if we had a skull as a face? And I said, I can sculpt over this head and give it like a skull feature, not turn it completely into a skull. Because
Yeah.
we both felt it would be a little cheesy, a little bit too much, but have it like some sort of eyebrows and slightly skull features. And yeah, that was the idea. And then Yeah, because we had the time and we had the opportunity and we had the material.
Young and stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the story behind that. And to me, this means a very lot because it reminds me of the time, when you were not, I wasn't a family father. I was responsible for nothing, and yeah, just having a great time.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. And I still think the hat looks now that you say it, it makes perfect sense because the skulls are so overdone. It's like skulls. But because the Reaver head is so squashed so flat, it looks like a reptile. I think it does give a different impression. And the way you did it, just raising a couple of bone features, is much more subtle and interesting than doing a big old boring skull.
Definitely. I agree.
And it would, and those big. I think another point is that that it would have hid so many of those nice lenses and technology stuff.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
it was too deep.
Yeah, if you it came so easily onto the thing, and you can paint all the stuff beneath it quite easily, and then just stick it on. Jesus. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and yeah. What I also
So-
love about this idea was that Marco started with his first Titan. The idea to pick up known iconographic images.
Yeah,
The
Mhm.
first was I think it's the Archangel Gabriel.
absolutely.
And with the second one going into the Greece mythology, but still, like when you dive into the story of the Laocoon group, and I found that very interesting that Marco said to me, like, hey, I want to have the something like the Laocoon group on there, and I was like, okay, what the heck is that? And then I needed to look that up and dove into art history.
I was gonna say, I thought you were a student of art history. I thought you'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I know those. Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, but you can, art history is such a vast territory.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
And it's such an incredible story, and
Yeah.
that was I I was not just having a commission there, I was learning stuff at the same time, and I really enjoyed that.
Awesome.
Great.
Are we classy, huh?
Yes, we
Classy
are.
mofos.
We should rise our cups
Fancy
to
Germans. Here's to that. Who would have thought?
reminds me I need a new beer.
I see no monocles. You can't be classy.
Flynn, Flynn, what have you been doing? We got so sidetracked.
No,
Tell us about your deals. What's going on?
So I was this beginning of this month. Is it this month or last month? I can't remember which. I think it's this month. I managed to get myself a hold of another unreleased model.
Oh, you dirty
Okay.
bastard.
It's not a Tyranid,
Woo!
but it's
Of course
something
not. You already
I hadn't even
What?
seen come up before.
Was it that giant that you need?
No.
Oh,
You
come
haven't
on, folks. You pay attention at all.
Did you even look at my post?
Apparently I didn't. Whoops. Let's see. We got the Laocon up.
Perfect. It's another unreleased model revealed on the stream.
Am I even gonna recognize it?
Should be fairly
This
recognizable.
tentacle thing. Oh, is that a Dactylus?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw it, of course.
What is this?
Is it
So-
Epicast?
I've never seen this before in my life.
Yep.
This, Well,
I
obviously,
see Biasi. I recognize Biasi.
yeah. So I
Tell us
don't.
a story, Flynn.
I haven't even before I saw this one up. I hadn't seen another one up online, so I had to do a little bit of digging to try and find out. There's only ever been one that I've ever seen online for sale, which you can only ever see one other on Worth Point, and
Worth Point. This is how jammy Flynn is.
the
Flynn's got a
only
Worth
place that has
Point account. Jammy fucking bastard. For those of us plebs who
I know,
don't have Flynn's unlimited wealth, Worth Point is the site you go on to find out how much limited and rare things are worth.
Really?
And apparently Warhammer miniatures are in there.
I don't have an account,
Worth Point.
but
I
they have,
don't have an account. That doesn't make it any better, Flynn. I'm sorry.
it's the only place that has a stored image of it from a Google search.
I'm impressed that Worth Point has miniatures on it.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a few hundred, quids, it probably is worth something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's unreleased. It's only got a little bit of damage on one of the claws. So I spent most of my time staring at the computer, looking at the tracking for it.
Of course you did. So can you give us a ballpark number or rough idea what Worthpoint would say to this?
A third of the price of what I paid for the Protonid.
Okay. A third.
Okay.
Third, yeah.
Oh.
But with all the postage and everything else,
Like, it's a piece of Tyranid history, but let's be honest, it's not a great model.
Stop right there.
just because I have a bigger Tyranid museum than you do.
No, like, and I know it's by Mike Biasi or whatever, and I know it's like a rare thing, but you got to take off those rare glasses and look at this in a Kickstarter, and what would you say to it?
You do know that Mike Biasi was an alias for Jess Goodwin back then?
Oh, shut up.
Nobody knows.
Jess would never sculpt this. No.
I think what I to be very honest, I felt in the beginning the same way as you do right now.
Yeah.
But I gave it a little thought, and you're looking at it from the perspective of of someone who can sculpt himself.
Yeah.
And someone who has developed its own designs and all that
Yep.
artistic kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
that changes your view towards collectible pieces. Towards you don't have, let's say, you don't have the lens of a collector on, because
Simon, you're saying he's a snob, yeah?
No, I think that wouldn't being a collector make me a snob? I don't know.
I think that's
No, but I totally
different...
I take ownership of my snobbiness. I am snobby when it comes to Tyranids, no question. There's a reason I don't support Puppets War, or like I don't support Puppets War's like not Tyranid line, because I'm a snob.
Yeah. But this is
No,
old.
I think because you have a certain aesthetic linked to the word Tyranid. If they would, say these are space monsters and don't want to link to Tyranids, then you would probably say, okay, these are space monsters. I can live with that. But if you want to live up towards a certain aesthetic, then you have to compete with that, and that's very troublesome to do.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, when will we start talking about 10th edition this summer? I mean,
Hold
not
on, we
today.
got to talk about that the not nid. I made a new preview image for the stream.
We're not talking about this today, I know, but I think we should do it soon. Start speculating and stuff.
Well, we need okay. Listen, we did the speculation. It was pretty much a year ago that we went over those Tyranid rumors. When we first saw like the parasite and stuff like that.
Yep.
I don't know that we have any more information to go on, so like we could talk about that on a future stream, but I don't know if there's much. I don't know it's going to be a very interesting conversation, but we could try. We could do like a 1-year update, like, oh, it's been a year since we last talked about this. How are we feeling?
I think
Something like that.
the hype is starting to grow from now on. in half a year, so it's going to be pretty soon, actually.
Well, we think so, but we could always be proven wrong, right?
We've still got 3 more Arcs of Omen to come out.
I have a good feeling about this, you know.
Oh,
Okay.
so you want to be the first to throw in ideas that prove to be right later?
Why not?
Wait, is it Flynhammer hat theory time?
Okay, wait. First of all, I'm not finished with this damn thing yet.
Absolutely.
Honestly, this looks like something that I was gonna say something that Ed might have sculpted for his Kickstarter, but I think even Ed would do better. Like,
Yep.
I honestly think that the collector thing can be dangerous because you put on your collector's glasses, you're like, this thing is rare, this thing is priceless,
Yes, of course.
and
it
then
is.
you don't look at it any other way. But I don't know. That's just my perspective.
I think because it's a thing of history. You can look
Yes.
at it with different eyes. I mean, I don't go to a museum and think, "Whoa, this half-rotted Viking helmet looks so beautiful," because it probably looks like ass, but it's interesting because it's history.
Okay. Valid
I think
point.
it's
Valid
it's
point. Valid
Well,
point.
same thing with this one.
Also, Nick, you can also say maybe there's a reason why it was unreleased.
Right. Prototype. Yeah. But it
There
was
you
cast, wasn't it? Isn't that the deal?
What?
Didn't
So-
they cast it? Like you said, there was copies.
I've only seen, as I said, while I was trying to do the research on it, I've only seen one other for it. So it's a. There's
Oh
not.
wait, you put Mike Biassi in there. There's no confirmation that this is Mike Biassi.
I know. I said it could be any of them. I don't know which one it is. Because
Why
there's
don't you
that.
just try and talk to
Tim
why don't you just talk to
Dupertu
Mike Biassi? Can't we find him? Doesn't he exist?
or Tim
It's the internet.
Dupertu
We can do
or
anything.
Tim Dupertu is still in contact with the community. I think Mike Biassi has gone silent, but Tim is still active from time to time on different boards and
He
stuff.
was with Armorcast?
Yes, he was the Amacast guy who made the company.
No, Mike
Man, I
Biassi
used to know all these
was
names when
studios.
Ross was around. Go ahead.
Mike Biassi was Mike Biassi Studios. I remember I sent you some information for it a while ago.
But he was involved with Armorcast, wasn't he?
No, I can't
He was
Mike
remember.
Biassi, that name
He
sounds
was
familiar.
he was the sculptor, and Tim Dupertu was the founder and caster.
Okay.
There's
Then
one
why do
person.
we have
And I
so
think
much
Mike Biassi
wise
Biassi
knowledge
did
with us?
Epicast of Forge World before that, the old Forge World.
Sorry, what was that, Simon?
I just said we can just be happy that we have so much wise wisdom with us.
Well, I did
Like
also meet.
someone who knows that shit, like because he's so old.
Absolutely.
Well, I have messaged the guy who used to run Epicast a couple months back.
Yeah.
So maybe I could find out from him if it was one of these ones or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he might be able to put you in touch with the next person in the chain.
Yeah. Potentially new guests.
So Flynn, is that all you did? Just like add more to the jammy pile?
Add more to the timing pile. Actually, for once, plan out a finite list of conversions for this year and try to stick to it.
Cool. That's impressive, buddy. Good work.
Did not last long.
Oh,
I've
of
already added
course.
a new
What
giant.
is that thing? Any plan never survives contact with the enemy? The enemy
it's-
being plastic models.
So it's detox time, yeah.
No, it was more of I had this sudden idea yesterday
Yeah.
for a new giant conversion.
Hooray!
It's
Love
going to
those.
be, but that's
Go
going
ahead,
to be
Flynn.
it's going to be a while away though. But yeah, I was just planning out things so I can actually go. Okay, I'm only going to be doing these conversions when I'm going to get the stuff for them, so I can actually try and throw some painting in between.
Nice.
But if that
Are you
painting,
gonna be? Are you? Wait. Are you gonna be okay, Flynn? Flynn doesn't paint. Who are you, and what have you done with Flynn?
he needs to paint something.
Whenever
Otherwise-
I think I'm doing too many nights, I think of Flynn and his giants, and I just crazily laugh and say, no problem.
No, Marco. I also think you're doing too many nights. Come on,
No, it's fine.
you're in a time.
One
You're in
more,
time.
one more.
Do you know where your bugs are right now? Do you know
Yep.
where your children are?
Right
You're a
beside
terrible
me.
parent.
There's two things wrong with you and your nights. One is you got too many. there's not enough NIDs, and 2, you're spending more on the nights than I spend on a giant.
Yes, I'm totally sure. The thing is, with the Knights being finished very soon, it's perfect timing for 10th edition and the next wave.
Okay, can we have a new drinking game of Marco saying that the Knights will be finished soon?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Recruit from nearly 2 years ago now.
Exactly, 2 years.
Yeah, the was it the 2021 birthday promise for Nick?
So we're
still
not
got
one of
time.
these shows
We didn't
who
set a
make,
deadline.
like New Year's.
Oh, I hate New Year's resolutions. I think they're terrible.
Yeah,
I would not advocate them. Actually, I got a really good, I was shown a really good video by Nora where it was about not making New Year's resolutions, but making like, not like I'm going to do this one thing, but more like setting themes for yourself.
Yeah.
Like the idea of like, instead of being like, I'm going to complete 15 projects, it's like, I'm going to make space to be creative. And then because you don't have like a concrete goal, you can like meet it in different ways. Or like I'm gonna like, or like instead of being like I'm gonna go to bed every night at exactly 8 p.m., your theme is sleep. And you're like, okay, well, you know, you kind of keep it like forefront in your mind. And then like you can kind of like think about it as you're going and be like, well, you know, as you're trying to make decisions, like, oh, I did say my theme was gonna be sleep, so maybe I shouldn't, you know, go out all night tonight. It's harder to fail, is the thing. It's like it's easier to win and harder to fail. I should find the video and send it to people. It's a pretty cool video.
Please share it. How have you been doing lately?
Me?
Yes.
I've been a little bit stressed. We are dealing with like a life transition right now, whereas like my my elderly father lives with us, and we've been realizing that it's like he's very soon going to need more care than we can provide.
Yeah.
So we've been like talking about options and stuff like that, and we're actually going to be moving him into an assisted living place next week.
Okay, awesome. I guess.
Which is a big deal.
Too.
I feel like I don't talk about this enough, but like Nora and I have had to get a lot of experience. Did you say painful?
Yes, I guess so.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's anyone who's had experience being a caregiver for a member of their family, it's a very complicated situation, and there's very complicated emotions around it. And at first, when you think about how, like, you know, I can't care for this person anymore, we need to move them into a place where they're going to get better care, it might be painful, and at first there might be like a lot of guilt surrounding it.
Exactly, yeah.
But eventually it's just relief. It's just like you realize at a point that like you can only do so much for this person, and that you moving them to someplace else is not you giving up, it's you giving them more.
Okay.
Because like dad lives in our house, like we are his social interaction. He has social interactions if we set them up for him. He doesn't have the capacity to like go out and like find his own social interactions. In this place, he's gonna be living with a bunch of other people who like he can just like chat with and hang out with. And it's going to be a lot better for him, but it's very complicated. And if there's anyone out there who like has had to be a caregiver for their parent or for like a brother, sister, aunt, uncle, loved one, it's a very unique experience. And once you experience it, you gain a lot of understanding. Like for example, like we talk to people in my family about this, and they're like, they say like nice things, you know, like people say nice things. But there's one person in our family who had to have caregiving experience for her own mother, and when she was like in her 20s. And when she looks at us and she says things to us, you know that she gets it. Like you can see it in her eyes. You're like, you get this. I know you get this. I know you get what I'm going through. So that's really refreshing. And it's a very challenging experience, and I don't wish it on anyone. But it is also the case that I would advise anyone who gets into this kind of situation to not take on too much yourself, because you will, and I did. But as much as you can, rely on other people and try not to take on too much yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my soapbox.
Interesting.
Thanks for listening. I don't know if anyone in the chat has this experience, but Yeah, and like if people like I don't know how much help I can provide, but if people are like dealing with this stuff and they want to talk to someone, they can talk to me about it because
Thanks.
I'm not an expert, but I've had some experience.
Yeah.
And I think the one very important part of that is that you said if you're caring for a loved one or a like a brother, sister, whatever, I think this is different than caring for your parents because the tables turn, or let's put it another way, the roles flip. Like you are suddenly the adult and you're caring for someone who constantly behaves more like a child. And I think that this is very hard to stomach on a psychological level,
Mhm.
because you have to see where you are, where your parents are, in reversed roles.
Yeah. And like Simon and I have like talked about this where he tells me about like stuff that his kids do and he's dealing with, and I talk to him about the stuff I'm dealing with as a caregiver. But when his kids, when things are annoying with his kids, he knows his kids are going to grow out of it.
Yeah.
But certain experiences that we have in caring for my father, once like a certain thing starts happening, it's not going to stop happening.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to grow out of it. He's going to grow further into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's a very unique experience. And it's tough. And like I'm very, very fortunate that I'm married to a social worker. She's a brilliant woman. I'm very, very lucky. She helps me to see the things that I need to see, and she helps us to find the resources that we need to find. And yeah, I would not have made it through this without Nora. Like, there's no way. So, yeah, and also like support from friends. Like Simon, I do appreciate you like listening to stuff and telling me like your own experiences with stuff and like your kids and all that kind of stuff. So thanks.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Sorry, this was a random tangent. I didn't mean to go quite down this far, but yeah, I did want to share it just because I know that people might be going through it.
Absolutely.
And oh, on that note, one last thing. One thing that I did over like the holiday break was I went to see the film The Whale, or is it just called Whale? It might just be called Whale.
Yeah.
No, I think it's The Whale.
It's a new film by one of my favorite directors, Darren Aronofsky, who did Shout Out to the Fountain, one of the best films ever made. Yeah, so he did this film with Brendan Fraser, and a lot of people know it as the Brendan Fraser fat movie because Brendan Fraser like had to gain a bunch of weight and he's like overweight in the film. But it's I kind of posted this in like a story, but trigger warning for anyone who has to care for a loved one. There's some really raw stuff in there that's so real and like so like direct to the point of what we experienced that if you do have experience caregiving, you'll feel seen in that movie, but you also might be like, wow, that was a bit too real. I've had that exact same frustrated argument with the person that I'm caring for.
Okay.
But it was a beautiful movie. It was pretty cool. It was based on a play, so it is the way it's filmed is very kind of like stage like. But anyway, just wanted to plug that.
Sorry to change the topic, but has anyone seen Avatar 2?
Yes.
And worth it? I haven't.
Oh, Marco. Oh, wait, Simon, have you seen it?
Nope.
As someone who is obsessed with beautiful things underwater, I think you should see it.
As someone with kids, I don't have the 3.5 hours that it takes to watch that.
As someone who hasn't got the patience, I can't be bothered.
Oh, really? No, it's beautiful. Well, okay, listen, you do need some patience because it does go a little longer than it necessarily needs to, I'd say. But it's like you cannot fault it for being like, it is beautiful. Like if it is nothing else, Avatar is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And like you get that because like Flynn said, you need the patience. You have the time to like live in that world for a time. I would say that you need to see it on a big screen. It's worth it. James Cameron didn't skimp on the details. I did not see it in 3D. I meant to see it in high frame rate, which is one of the options.
Yeah.
But we went to a theater that was supposed to be showing it in high frame rate, and we went with my good buddy Evgeny, who had already seen it in high frame rate. And like the film ended, he's like, "That was not high frame rate. That was just normal." I'm like, "Okay, I thought
Okay.
so." But
Boo.
I was gorgeous. I enjoyed it.
Thanks. So I
Okay.
have to go to the cinema as long as it's still up here.
I'd recommend it.
Yes, especially for me, as you said. It's so much
Yes, yeah,
underwater
especially
stuff
for
that I
you.
just have to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's long, and it's long. And like
It's
not
long.
always long with like amazing battle interest stuff. Like sometimes it's long with just like the kids are learning how to swim in the water, and it's like, okay,
Oh,
this is a
dear.
bit long.
I struggle.
But I'd
I
say it's
think
still worth it.
I
Now.
enjoyed this one. Are you allowed to drink alcohol in a cinema in Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
So that could
Ooh,
be a way to
really?
handle it. I know, shocking, eh?
Absolutely.
Why would you get wasted watching that?
Of course. Why not?
Hey, we're not
Yeah.
only allowed to drink alcohol, we can also smoke weed before we go in.
Really?
Yeah, legal. Well, not in the theater, but
It's legal?
you know. What are you joking?
No, I'm not.
How did you miss this?
I missed it.
Yes, marijuana has been legal in Canada since 2018.
Wow. That's
Okay.
cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
cool. Someone's
should be
taking
legal
notes
everywhere.
Let's move.
there. Move, you fools, move.
Well, everyone keeps telling me that Germany's about to get it.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know the joke, you know how like they had that breakthrough with fusion power recently?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
there was a breakthrough on like slight breakthrough on generating fusion power, and people tell me that the joke about fusion power is that fusion power has been 10 years away for 50 years. For
Yeah.
50 years they've been saying, "Oh, it's almost there. We're almost there. It's just 10 years away, just 10 years away," but it never gets any closer. So I feel like my experience of Germany is that legalization of marijuana in Germany has been 10 years away for or like has been like months away for like a couple of years now.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
To
That's
be
how I
honest,
feel.
I think a lot of things in Europe
Sorry?
would have been done by now if my country wasn't stupid about 6.5 years ago.
Has it been that long?
It is that
Shit.
long since the vote.
Oh shit.
Wow. Okay.
That's stupidly long.
Yep.
Holy cow.
And it's still ongoing.
And it still sucks. Oh Jesus, I feel so sorry, man.
Well, we've only been the UK's only been out for what, 2 years, if that. And then COVID hits and nothing happened.
Yep. So guys, shouldn't we talk about hobby stuff or something? So we
Yeah, we should. This is
chase away the
well, no,
last.
but I'm glad you asked about Avatar. It was pretty cool. You know what? You know what I can't fault about Avatar? You know what I gotta say is like the coolest friggin' thing that James Cameron always does in a sci-fi movie?
Yeah.
Robots and ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Like his technology is like so cool. Like it's
Absolutely.
just there's like these crab bots in it. Oh man. And like
Okay.
everything's like
Okay.
chonky, like big chonky, like oh man, it's
Warning.
fantastic.
That's relevant to our stream here.
Anyway, Flynn, speaking of relevant to our stream, Flynn, can you take a tour through the comments? Because we haven't really gone through that yet.
Yes. First
Oh,
of
yeah,
all, I will start off with Diana with her sentiments of F Brexit. Very
Okay,
much
but that's
so.
way down. We are so far behind.
Oh, no, but that's the most relevant right now.
Right.
Back to the top we go. My case goes as to me where I said at the beginning, if you're here early, put a like on. So remember to like, subscribe to the stream if you're enjoying it so far, and ring that little bell.
Thank you.
Getting addicted to those likes, Flynn. Dorfinish says they had COVID again last week.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Dwarfenage.
COVID, we have Ramon Marti Gonzalez saying hi from Spain. So hi from Spain.
Woohoo!
Hi,
Yay!
Ramon.
Okay, saying the tactical debug saying smash that subscribe to.
That one was identified as like a questionable comment, and I had to approve it. I'm like, why did? I guess because the
Smash.
word smash. Weird.
Yes. Have you ever heard of smash
Okay.
or pass?
Sorry, what?
It's a whole thing
Smash
of
what?
smash or pass.
What? No.
I
Would
can't
you
hear the
sleep?
second part of that.
So it's smash or pass.
Smash or pass. Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Pass. Yes, I
Is this
would
like
go.
a rating thing for people?
Yes. So would you sleep with them
Okay.
or would you not sleep with them?
Okay. So that
Okay.
might be why we're getting dinged. Gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also a colloquial term in the UK for doing someone is smashing.
Okay.
Dan says, "Stop bullying me. It's adorable." In response to the Dactylus.
Okay.
So Wolfman says he thinks the Arcs of Omen will be Chaos Tower or something because I think the fourth book is meant to be.
What? Come on.
Well, the fourth book is meant to be.
Farsight.
It's most likely going to be Farsight, and it's meant to be a Xenos book. And with the Arcs of Omen, is Abaddon is sending out his boys to find some keys. He's
Is
lost
that
his
the thing? I saw the thing about the silver key. I didn't
Yeah,
know that he was sending his boys to find some keys.
yeah. You get this key, you find this key, and you find this key. We'll meet back up in about 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's basically the Arcs of Omen, from what I know.
Oh, seriously? That
Yeah.
sounds
Are the keys also Eldar swords that are
No.
shards of their god? I mean, we got a lot of like tchotchkes in 40K.
Yep.
A lot of
Yep.
MacGuffin finding.
Yep. It's all true. In German, the word for this whole stuff is called Schnitzeljagd.
Schnitzeljagd? I
Yep,
love it. What does it mean? Like, what's
like
the
Simon
direct
Schnitzel.
translation of Schnitzeljagd? What?
Simon, do you want to explain?
No, you go ahead.
Please.
You
I
go
want
ahead.
it.
Actually, I don't even know why it's called Schnitzeljagd, but Schnitzeljagd is a game you play, especially at the children's birthdays, where someone lays a trail with hints and small stuff on the ground, and usually food. Really? Okay, and food.
No, clues.
Clues, exactly. Yeah, and usually a group of children has to follow those clues and find the end of the Schnitzeljagd.
In English, we call this a scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Okay.
From the German scavenger. I don't know.
I love when you say.
Okay,
I love
yeah.
when you say it like this.
But what the Schnitzeljagd? Does it have anything to do with schnitzel?
Yeah. It's the hunt for the schnitzel.
Is it really? I'm not sure because
Germans are the best.
no. Well, if you put a small piece of paper on the ground, it's called a Schnipsel, which sounds very close to the Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Yeah, but
Schnitzel and
Ah.
Schnitzel. So I'm not sure where it's coming from. I guess it's worth a Google.
yeah.
So what is it? So Elmer Fudd's out there hunting Hydra.
Yeah, absolutely. Must be the Inquisition.
Probably. Screw them. Screw them all.
What's your
Okay,
back, brother?
so
What's your back?
So
sorry, Schnitzeljagd.
Yeah.
So that's Abaddon's dudes are hunting for schnitzel. Yes.
So it's bait, and so because of the preview image, it is that is definitely Farsight. It
Yeah.
makes sense to tie it in for it. Also, do you think they're going to waste NIDs at the very end of Arcs of Omen when they've been teased to be the new big bad with all the leaks and everything? And
I don't think NIDs are going to be in Arcs of Omen at all. That's my
Yeah.
prediction.
I don't
Yeah.
think they'll be teased at the very end of the fluff stuff.
Maybe.
So Barco says he means the old plastic NID warriors aren't great objectively in terms of details on and those heads, but I don't see the comparison to better things when I see them. I see what my brain saw when I saw them back on the White Dwarf fighting the fight in the Elder and Blood.
Oh. Yep. So Bargus is talking about like me shitting all over the Dactylus, I think.
Brett Evans says I'll add it to the bingo card.
Oh, that's the Marco being like the nights are almost done.
Yeah. Diana saying soon
3
is
months away for 3 years.
soon is a relative term.
True. That's very true.
I know that for a fact. My old place where I worked, there was like, "Oh, we're going to get it done soon." And I said to them at one point, "You said soon 2 years ago. 2 years is not soon." And they were like, They just shut themselves up at that point.
I started 2 years ago.
One of my coworkers had this thing on his desk that said, "A goal without a plan is a wish." And then underneath it said, "I don't grant wishes."
So Dorothy says they set a theme themselves last year, and it helps them a lot for at least
Fantastic.
8 months.
Great. Yeah, and this thing about themes, in this video, it advocates that you set a theme for 3 months. You don't set it for the year.
Yeah.
You, like, do it by season or whatever. You're like, "My theme for winter is, like, eating vegetables or something." And then, like, you figure out how you meet that theme, and then, like, your goal for, like, the spring could be something different. Or not your goal, sorry, your
Are
theme
we
for the
back
spring could be something different.
to what's that? New Year's resolutions?
We're going through the chat because we're
Yeah.
bad and we didn't go through the chat. So
Yeah.
we're catching up on people's comments in the chat.
Yeah. I meant
So, yeah.
actually, because
What's that?
you sound very negative talking about New Year's resolutions, and I honestly,
I'm not a believer in them.
yeah, well, I think if you can look at them from a very strict perspective,
Yeah.
but I found it very refreshing this year to write down a list, at least for
Yeah.
start of the year, and see what is just on the top of my head of all the things
Yeah.
that I kind of want to do, but without the pressure of feeling the need to get them done immediately or by a certain time. More of a visualization.
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of easier because it's not life-changing things that are like, oh yeah, I want to give up smoking or anything like that, or I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
It's I think a hobby resolution is like, to me, it was kind of fun to see what I want to do, and
Yeah.
have it written down and see how far I can take it, or if I'm, lose interest in something along the way. And if that happens, I'm cool with that as well, and just say, okay, this didn't make it. Let's see if I'm interested in that, at a later point, or is it gone completely? For example, I
Yeah.
started to build this sunken city table aeons ago, and I haven't thought about it for a good while. And because I felt like it, I put it on that list. Maybe I finish it this year, maybe not. And if I don't,
This was for thing.
be
Blah,
like,
blah, 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 alignment?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe I finish it this year, maybe I don't. And if I don't,
Mhm.
then I will not punish myself for not doing that. So the question is, do you want to
Good.
have a tool to punish yourself, or feel
Guilty.
Yeah, I
unvalued?
vote not punishing yourself. That's my issue with New Year's resolutions is it sounds like it's just like a way to punish yourself, and I don't think
Yeah.
people should be punishing themselves.
Exactly. And if you lose that perspective, they can. All I'm trying to say is that they can be quite interesting if you don't use them as a tool to punish yourself.
Yeah, you're right. If you're flexible with yourself, if you're like understanding, compassionate, you're compassionate with yourself.
Yep.
And it can be
How is that one piece?
and it can be even
Sorry, go ahead.
rewarding, because if you set like little goals, for example, I wrote down that I wanted to do those 2 wizards.
Yeah.
And one evening I sat down and built them, and I can check them off the list. And that's,
Nice.
having to. It's surprising how satisfying checking boxes can be.
Yep.
Right.
It's a German
I
thing, I
do
guess,
like
but
I
it
like
is.
your list. I like your list situation. Back when I was trying to get my Crute done for Adepticon, it really helped me to have like a list so I could like visualize like what all needed to be done.
Yeah.
And like you said, I could check it off. And my thing was I didn't make the list so I didn't make it like this model's done, because then like you don't get to check something off until the very end. I made it like this model is it's built,
Yep.
and then it's painted, and then it's based or something like that. I had like 3 stages
Yep.
for each one. So you can like it was more like a bar that you like fill in. It's like, what's the progress bar on this? Okay, it's this far along. That
And
sort
I
of thing.
and I when I wrote my list, I remembered your list and how cool it looked.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find my list. I think it's over here.
And that's why that was sort of the inspiration for that, because it feels like a bit organized, and we have this New Year's clean out situation, and it felt like a little bit like that, like maybe being grown up a bit. Oh, he's gone.
All right. Sorry, I was going looking for my list. So my list is kind of old now, and it's a little bit faded. But let's see what we can see here. So Adepticon. Where's my? Oh, I thought I had a legend on here, but basically, so basically, I think that the blue boxes is built, and then the red boxes is painted. So like this guy got built and painted, and then Anchor Proc was built and then partially painted. I think he's now fully painted. Yeah, so like these are the ones that I got through, but like I got through like building all these guys, but I hadn't finished painting them. I was only halfway done painting them. I don't know why I did half a square. Maybe that was like painted but not based. I don't know. So yeah, and then I just had all the different stuff here. This is why I was not ready for Adepticon, because the Scourges were just partially built and not at all painted. And then the Mandrakes were, I don't know, they came a little further. And then also the vehicles, the Raider, Greater Narlock, nah, Venoms, nah. So anyway, that was my Crute Adepticon list.
I think this really can help with an army, like with an army building, because then you kind of have an overview. Marco, do you have something like that for your Titans?
No. No.
Okay.
But it would have been a good idea. No, but I, for some reason, I have a pretty good structure in my head what I'm doing. I mean, I know it doesn't look like this, but if the project would be more complicated, it would be a very good idea. But I've been pretty organized doing them for some weird reason, because normally I'm not.
Well, who cares?
Flynn, let's continue on through the comments.
We shall. So, in regards to your father, Vermis has said, sorry, Nick. Diana has gone, it's a tough decision, but it's clearly best for everyone. And Meandering Shade has said, I've been my mother's primary carer since I was 12 years old. She only lived a year when I moved out and started a family. Couldn't manage. She's lived with us ever since.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I hope that there are people who support you with that. And like, I think a lot of people, I don't know, when I was going through this, there's like asking your family for help, which is like one thing. And then there's like seeking external help. Like, if you're fortunate to live in a place where your government pays for personal support workers to come by and support with stuff, or if you have the financial means to hire someone, there's a whole different level of stigma there, that it's like, I should be able to do this for my loved one myself, but you need to get help. Like, no, I'm not saying Meandering Shade specifically. I'm saying that one in that situation needs to get help.
Yeah.
And I've had some friends who've gone through this, and they were resistant to help, and they thought they had to do it all themselves, and it has affected their mental health. And yeah, things got better for us when we started looking for like external help. And yeah, like, thanks for people saying sorry, but like, honestly, this is kind of a celebration for us, because we've never really had the experience of like living just the two of us, because we've had to support my father the whole time. So I'm celebrating because he's going someplace where he's gonna probably be happier and have more fun and like hang out with people his own age. And we're gonna be in a place where we don't have to worry about him as much because he's with people who are taking care of him. So
Yeah,
it's very much like a win-win-win thing for us. It's a very happy situation.
awesome.
Yeah.
And one which you absolutely deserve after all those years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Meandering Shade, I wish you strength and support. I wish you a lot of support because that is a long time to be someone's primary care person, and I really hope that there is support for you.
Yeah.
However that's whatever form that support takes. Okay, Flynn, you want to continue?
After that heaviness, we have
It's not
evil.
heaviness, it's life. It's life. Let's just be real that people are living through this, and I don't want to be like pejorative or like I know that a lot of folks say stuff like that. I don't want to be stigmatizing or anything like that about having like real talks because we're all going through real life, and yeah, like everyone deals with different stuff. So I'm happy to talk about it anytime people want to talk about it.
Leads me into the perfect next one I'm reading out, which is from Diana saying, the thing I love most about the stream is the tangents. You guys make people know they aren't alone and couldn't think more highly of you for it.
That means a lot, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you feel that way, and I hope more people feel that way.
Yeah. Hey, I tuned in for some Warhammer stuff. Welcome to the real world. Shit.
Real life realness.
We are the shittiest Tyranid. We're the what? The fanciest
Number one
Tyranid
Tyranid shit show.
for a reason, I guess.
Yeah, because we
Yes, because
basically
we're run by humans.
Absolutely. And I
It
guess
was made by humans.
and in a couple of years, I guess, Tyranids, what were they again? I don't know anymore.
There you go. Yeah.
Does he look like a computer?
Do I look like a computer to you?
That's so good. Seriously, I want to say that on stream. This is the most awesome thing. I'm celebrating this day in and day out.
I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. There are a couple of people who are really into it. You're really into it. That Kroot guy is really into it.
Hey, oh, brilliant. Just trying to think, like, it stemmed from basically the initial bit of people going to you, can I get the STL? And then little bits of us saying, well, you could just 3D scan it. And you go like, no.
Sorry, if you somehow managed to miss this, we're talking about Sculptron 9000, my ridiculousness that I've gotten into recently. I find it entertaining. It is definitely not the most liked content on my Instagram, but I don't give a shit.
which is absolutely weird. Let's go for some boomer tech support because I feel like Instagram is pushing reels so hard, and whenever I post a reel, this is like the most unliked thing that I do. So why should I continue doing
Well, it's probably because Instagram's pushing Reels so hard, but the Warhammer community is like, what the fuck? Why are Reels being pushed so hard?
All right. It also
I don't
does
know.
depend on what song, if you're putting a song onto it as well. If the real
Oh yeah, popular music, whatever. I definitely don't do
I
that.
did that.
music,
You should sing more on your reels, then it's going to be fun.
Maybe I should.
Oh my.
what I've actually been able to alter my reels that it shows to me. But
What?
basically, so if on my, because sometimes it will just show me like, oh, here's the latest TikTok dance, and I'm like, no, I want to look at Warhammer stuff. What I've done
Yeah.
is you just flick as soon as you get onto it, and it's not Warhammer, you flick off to it, and you keep flicking,
Yeah.
and then you get to a Warhammer reel. You hit like on it, and then you just let it play like 5-6 times. Then you you keep going until you get to the next Warhammer reel.
Oh, interesting.
Times, the algorithm starts to go, hang on a minute, he's interacting with these ones which have this sort of stuff. Okay, cool. And then it just starts putting more and more and more onto it, onto what you're looking
Good.
at, more Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with the apps is keep you on there for as long as possible.
Right. You're right.
I know that. But seriously, I have 2 kids and I'm a teacher and I don't want to teach a stupid thing what I want to see. I think using a hashtag and following a certain hashtag should be enough. You know,
It's
Yeah.
it's enough education. I don't want to educate my stupid app to show me what I want to see when it's
Or
already there.
you can do the even lazier thing. You just
What?
put one reel on and just let that reel play constant.
Forever.
A
Yeah.
Warhammer one?
A Warhammer reel on the Warhammer hashtag, and you just let that play, and it knows this reel's got a lot of interaction, and it's from this sort of thing, and this person's watched it loads of times. He must really like this sort of reels, and we'll show you more of those.
Okay,
It's
people. So if you enjoy this show, you now make a pause, go to Instagram, and watch Nick's Sculptron 9000 videos, reels, like at least 20 times, or maybe you
1,000
no,
times.
make it different. No, turn on your phones and open up that reel and just put it aside. Stay in the chat, and you know.
This is utterly ridiculous.
Don't forget, Nick does upload them onto YouTube as well. They'll be in his YouTube shorts.
Oh my god.
And you-
Consume them wherever you like. You don't have to consume anything. Do as you like. I think I have fun making them. That's all that matters.
The Tyranid shitshow. It's consuming everything.
There's no Tyranid content in those reels.
Not today around here either. Haha.
Are you sure about
Alright.
that? Are you sure
Let's
about that?
Let's continue.
Your
Yeah.
first reel has it.
Huh?
Your first reel has some Tyranid content.
Does it? Oh, it does. It does. It does. That the reel that birthed Sculptron 9000 was Tyranid content. Marco and my collaboration.
Do you have the STL?
I do not. I was made by humans. Hold on. Let's see where we are in these chatties. Hey, yep, we got that nice one from Diana.
Oh.
Burma says Marco doesn't have to see it, he's lived it. Oh, I think that was about Avatar.
I was just about to
Marco
read.
doesn't have to see.
Absolutely.
Go for it. Go. You go. Sorry, I'm still in your
No.
shit. Go for
I
it.
was just about to read one from Neil McKigney, and then it just was like message retracted.
What?
Yeah, he retracted his message.
Uh-oh. We took too long to get to it. What was it about?
I don't know.
I wanna
I
know.
was just about to read it, and it's like gone.
Oh, sorry, Neil. We took too long. Post it again, buddy, if you're still here. If you weren't like, why would I post in this stupid chat? These guys never read the chat.
But also, he's new. He was new to us.
Neil! Welcome, Neil.
So Diane said, Felix is here as well. Hello, Felix.
Hello.
Diane says,
Hi, Felix.
seen the first Avatar, and Tom said it's the second one isn't Diddy safe, so she won't be. And Dwarfish
I
said,
need more about DD Safe. I don't know what that's all about.
which is a
Yes,
question
Amy.
someone else actually asked about. So Dwarfish said theaters in Texas serve alcohol, but it's hella upcharge, and I'm guessing it's hella weak as well.
Ah.
Americans don't drink beer.
Yeah.
There's a Canadian joke that it was some beer ad for Canada, and it talked about American beer, and it said if I wanted water, I would have asked for water.
So Brett says, I want to tickle Hydra by saying I'm planning on releasing a mini expansion for Brawl Arcane in the next day or so, but he's not
Oh
going
my.
to tell you anything about it.
There you go, Hydra.
Exciting.
Diddy is Diana's name that her nieces and nephews have given her.
Hey.
Okay.
So Diana.
So there's too much bullshit that Diana wouldn't like.
Yeah, so Diddy safe means you won't become hysterical. Not Diddy safe films are things like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I just want to understand
That's a good
why
movie.
you get hysterical at Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Well, I think she has like certain like I have a friend who she can't watch any films that put children in peril. Like she just can't do it. So like different people have like different like Things they like and don't like.
Yeah.
Like what's it called? Planophobia, fear of slime,
Oh,
or tryptophobia, aversion to closely spaced dots,
what's the one with the holes?
tryptophobia.
Okay.
Brett Evans is just the joke about American beer is like having sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water.
Yeah, that's another one.
Okay.
I mean, sex in a canoe, that
That's
has
what-
been known to happen in Canada.
That's why you see in any of like the American films or TV shows where they've got like the college rager where they're having the beers. The guys goes, "Oh yeah, beers tonight," and you're just thinking, as a European, you're going, 20 beers? Why the hell was he not in a hospital? And then you realise American beer is like
Water.
Weak.
less, like a percentage if you're lucky. And it's just
No,
like,
it's not that bad. Come on.
oh, it is. It's that bad and it doesn't taste like anything.
Oh, it is. Okay, so this is the beer show now.
Why not?
No, it's the German tea show, as we
I don't
call
have
it.
any. I don't
German
have
tea.
what?
It's German tea.
Yeah. Need to get some.
All right. But seeing as how we have delayed the name of this stream, maybe it's time.
Oh wait, I said it was the #1 Tyranid shit show on the internet, but no one said. Oh, you mean like the is it a nid?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, we are
Yeah,
now. How far are we into this? We are an hour and 12 minutes into this. Flynn, what part? No, wait, Flynn, did you do it last time?
I'm
did it
not allowed
last
to
time.
do it anymore.
Oh right, okay.
Marco,
Simon, what part? No, I thought Marco did. Okay, Marco, what part of Rick Priestley's palatial mansion are we coming to them from this week in this?
Well, how do you call the
Tyranid
thing
shit show.
at the toilet which you press where the water comes out?
The cistern?
The what?
The flusher?
cistern.
Oh, the thing that holds the water?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Flynn's got it.
the flusher.
The cistern.
We are coming definitely from Rick Priest's personal flusher.
His cistern of his toilet. So the water isn't dirty yet. You know, it's just getting ready. But yeah, we're getting ready for a flush.
I honestly, yeah.
What?
Never mind. Never mind. Let's keep talking about things.
Okay. Should we talk about Tyranid things?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. Is this a nid? Is it not? Why the fuck is it made in resin, and why is it going to be so freaking expensive?
Because it's
And
next
That's a
how long
good
to
does
question.
it take for someone to sculpt it in 3D and make it available to everyone else?
Okay, yeah. So if you look in the bottom right hand corner, which has been up here for like most of the hour that we've been talking, this came out this week. It was previewed on Games Workshop's website for Necromunda, and like all cool, interesting one-off things for Necromunda, it's probably going to be made by Forge World because Games Workshop hates us. So this is a what is it called? It's an Arthemite Dune Scuttler, which is not to be confused with the Dustback Hellamite Dune Stalkers or something. I don't know what those are called.
That's mites.
What?
Yeah, the Dust Mites. So it's another cool, weird Ash Wastes buggy thing. I love Ash Wastes buggy things. The Dune Stalker, the other dudes were pretty cool. This one is also excellent. I know Symbiote Joe is obsessed with the back legs. I'm kind of weirded out by how many sections they have, but I can't really fault this thing because it's too cool.
Yep.
The back carapace is phenomenal. The head is cool and interesting. The tail has got a bit of a gonad thing going on, but you know.
I think that was a rumor engine that we actually discussed on a previous
No.
with the ball.
No, I don't think so. It could be a rumor engine, but I don't think we discussed it on a previous one. Isn't it the case that the rumor engines are only Games Workshop plastic miniatures and not usually Forge World?
No, they have done some Forge World, I believe. I'm just checking through right
Have
now.
they? Are you sure?
Well, I'm just using Warboss Kurgan's site because he
Yeah.
always he's super quick on it all.
Yeah.
So I'm just quickly checking through, but I'm sure they've done one or two.
It looks weirdly familiar. It also looks weirdly like balls. I don't love how the bottom of the tail is completely featureless. Like so much good detail on everything else here, and then you see the bottom of that tail. It's just like whatever.
The workday was over. What can you do?
Job's a
Oh,
good one.
Yeah.
they have even done like ridiculously unavailable models. Like if you remember the Katachan kernel,
Yeah.
that no one could get their hand on because it just went and just got scalped.
But it was plastic.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
plastic.
The kernel was plastic. Yeah.
Ah, was that long ago?
Marco, tell me what you feel about this guy.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always already a huge fan of the Hellamites before, but this one is so nice. What surprised me was that I wasn't really fond of many of the Necromunda models that came before. I didn't like those Escher cats. I didn't like the Goliath crocodile. Those all those animals were like, but the Ashway stuff is really good.
Yeah, I know where you're going because it felt like they took, animals we have and, just gave them some 40k bits.
Yeah.
And with this one we have something completely different. It doesn't even I think it doesn't even remind me of an animal living on Earth. Like
Okay.
we had the fleas, we had cats, and we had dogs, and we have rats, but I'm not sure what this should remind me of, and I really like that. Gives it a really fresh and new appearance.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just saw it and thought immature Trigon straight away. First thing that came to mind.
Hang on.
Don't know why, just was.
It's got legs.
Yeah,
Just gonna cut the top off and put it on a tail.
you can evolve.
Yeah, Flynn, tell us what you think about it. Come on.
Sorry?
My whole thing, so I really have a thing of it basically was like when I saw that come out, I'm like, that can easily be turned into a NID.
Yeah.
First ones I was thinking of was like a Ravener or something, but then there are other way. That's the easy option. Like, what else could you go for with it? Now, the other bit I was thinking is this is now giving me an idea for. I've now got two ideas for what November could be for 2023, and it's annoyed me because I like both of them now, and both themes would work very well. I don't want to say which one is going to go, but I can really see this kit is going to be great for conversions. But it's going to be annoying if it is actually going to be resin. I don't know if the article actually says it's going to be resin or if it's going to be plastic. Because sometimes they actually say it now.
They haven't. They didn't say like you're gonna get this from Forge World, but I'm just going off the fact that when they release cool one-off things, it's usually Forge World. And
He's coming with a
I
beat.
don't know. I guess sometimes they're like sign up for the Forge World newsletter, but I don't. It would be really cool if I'd love to be proven wrong.
He has a beast
I'd buy
master.
1,000.
Is he a
Sorry?
beast master? Because I'm thinking. Now this is where I'm getting my Flynn foil hat theory on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We've had the Ripperjacks updated. We've had another
Forge World confirmed.
monster.
Ripperjack's Forge World confirmed though, right?
Therefore,
Yeah.
yeah. This is where my Flynn foil hat theory is not of is it going to be plastic or is it going to be resin? It's we're going to see some other Necromunda beasties. Obviously, that's confirmed. But I think we're going to see the Millosaurus ones.
Of course.
And then
Ooh,
there's
that'd be neat.
another another model as well. Now, because it would have been brilliant if they did it in a box set, but they're not really going to do that because if one's going to be resin, one's going to be plastic, it doesn't work. But I can see them doing the Beastmasters and potentially going, oh, they're definitely going to do this. Here's the Beastmaster collection, and you can buy them all here. But it'll be obviously like one of each, but that's like a standard no-brainer. But I believe they're going to do a whole Beastmasters, Beastarium sort of collection of here's the ash wastes, here's more monsters that we couldn't really fit into being in the cities anymore.
That's
I
neat. I like that idea.
tend to have them all in a box, but when you think about creatures like the Emble, who just
Yeah.
popped up and then disappeared. Like we have this wonderful design monster, super creepy and everything, shows up
Yeah.
and goes away, and no
Yeah.
one has seen it ever afterwards.
I would have so liked to buy the Emble of the Zode. I'm so pissed that they're not available anymore.
They have to come back. I don't understand why they wouldn't bring them back. I'm still just waiting for them to come back, but I don't know.
So,
I'm worried. The longer it takes, the more I'm worried.
give
Would
me
you
hope, Johnny.
What?
You don't. Yeah. Oh my god.
You,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
my eBay foo. I'm able to find things.
Yeah, but they're fucking expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found them dirt cheap, and they sell very quickly, or they're on bid, so you can try and do what you want.
Yeah.
Remember, I found the objective markers as well before.
Yes, sure. But by all means, if you see something, please give me a hint. I was super grateful for those.
Don't forget Project eBay as well.
Absolutely.
Because one thing I've actually
Okay, Flynn, you're awesome.
one thing I've noticed actually is like also like the Catachan Devil, not Catachan Devil, Catachan Colonel. It's come down quite a lot in price now.
Okay.
Oh yeah?
So we'll see it being like people going like, well, I wanted to get that stuff, and now it's going to go down a lot in price. Like, you don't care about the rules, do you, for the Amble or anything else like that?
I don't care, no. Certainly not.
Cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, then I'll keep an eye out if I see any. But
Thank
obviously,
you.
it's not the metal ones; it's the plastic ones.
Same with the Zode, actually.
The Zope mainly.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is one site I would suggest you keep an eye on,
Okay.
and it's let me just make sure I've got the right website address for it. It's thetrolltrader.com. Now I know I've talked about these guys on stream before, but they have pretty decent prices for
Pre-owned?
pre-owned models, yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Some of it's nil one sprue, some of it's not. And the other bit. Now, as we said, do not go to the place that the most recent Sculptron 9000 video has gone on about.
Why would we go there? They don't sell pre-used models, do they?
They don't
Pre-owned
know,
models.
but I'm saying if you need to get green stuff, if you find the Troll Trader, because this is where I actually get my green stuff from, is I get it from the Troll Trader and I get it through eBay. I get about 36 inch rolls of green stuff for them for under a tenner. Now,
That's not bad.
this is I know this is sacrilege to you, Nick.
Are you saying you're buying it in ribbon?
I am buying it in ribbon.
Have you watched any of my Sculptron 9000 videos?
I have.
Heretic.
I know it's going to wind you up.
To
But-
jump his defense, he's using them in rows. Like when I feel like whenever Flynn is doing a conversion, he just takes one of those packages and then
Yeah, and just uses the whole thing.
uses
Yes, he does. He certainly does.
so it doesn't
Yeah, good
make
point.
sense to get like the tubes.
I buy quite a few in one go because I know I'll go through it in a while. But the fact is, I've actually had it in the ribbons next to each other, and the way because they send it in like the sealed containers and everything, like sealed packets,
Mm-hmm.
not like containers, but it keeps it in. It keeps it and hasn't really like combined, hasn't started like working together because it's how it's been stored, and it's actually
Okay,
very
cool.
They've got great great customer service from them. They're really quick
Good.
on deliveries and everything. And
Nice.
yeah, like they're really properly on it.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'd say if anyone was looking to get green stuff from the green stuff, just search for green stuff in the UK, look for the Troll Trader, and also they do sell on eBay as bids items. If you're looking for bits, they do
Okay.
just sell like a load of bits in one go every like week in auctions. So you might be able to be lucky enough to get some NID bits or whatever bits you want at a much lower than buying it from a specific bit seller.
Okay.
Nice.
That's why I had so many.
But like Games Workshop absolutely has to bring back the Zote and the Amble. I have no idea what they're doing with
Okay.
Blackstone Fortress. Like I have no idea how they haven't brought that stuff back yet.
Oh, also, if you buy from their website, I believe I'm just actually on the website now. Rest of the world tracked postage is £7
Wow.
From Troll Trader?
from the Troll Trader. Yeah, if you buy directly from
That's
their
good.
website. Now,
That's good.
you both want a Zote, don't you?
Yeah.
What?
You both want a Zote.
Sorry.
What?
I found one right now.
Really? Okay.
So who wants a
There
Zote?
you
I'm
go.
gonna. Okay,
Get Marco a Zote. I've already got 2.
Marco,
Yeah.
I am gonna send you this link right now.
Thanks.
I'd say it is actually an affordable price.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. Where do you want me to send it? On Discord
And
right now? Insta, cool. I'm actually going to quickly check if they've got an amble for sale as well.
Yeah. Thanks. Gonna get that home.
Look at this. Flynn eBay magic, making magic happen.
Is that even
Bringing
eBay?
lovers together.
This is just me buying from these guys from so much. I know this stuff.
There you go. Simon, did you want to say more about this Necromunda dude?
I
I
freaked out. I was when I saw it, I was almost close to saying I would buy it.
Yeah.
Then someone pointed out that it's going to be from Forge World and in resin, and therefore triple the price. And that was me leaving the fan boat. I love that
Yeah.
stuff for sure. I still do, but I don't see me paying those prices anymore because seriously, I just cannot afford them.
Yeah. You're saying the things that I should be thinking, because I like this thing so much that I felt weak. Usually what happens is anytime there's like a really cool Necromunda model, I'm like, this is amazing. I love Necromunda models. I'm going to buy this. And then it's like, it's Forge World. I'm like, okay, I'm not buying that. Because as you said, like the price, it's funny. I posted about how I predict this thing's probably going to be Forge World. And it's going to be, I'm like, yep, well, instant not buy because it's Forge World. And people commented, they're like, oh yeah, actually Forge World resin is not that hard to work with. I'm like, no, I get it. I've converted many things out of Forge World resin, but it's like the cost and like the difficulty of getting it in Canada and stuff like that. These are the things that keep me from making the jump.
What model are we talking about?
This one, the new one, the
of course.
the buggy.
Marco's still with the Zoet.
Yes, I'm just.
Yeah, Marco's still in Zote mode.
As we speak.
Yeah. See, this is
How magic happens.
Yes.
Awesome. So I was waiting for years now when it's going to be worth doing the stream with you, but now it's a good day.
Finally. What about Secret Project eBay? He got you that.
Yeah, of course he did.
all the objective
Dick.
answers.
Just messing with
Everything. He's gonna say it again the next time, Flynn. The next time there's something. Oh well, this friendship finally paid off.
The list grows and grows.
All those other times were just tests.
Test of my efficiency so I can become an
Honorary German. Okay, has anyone, Flynn, can you check the chat? Has anyone shared their thoughts on this this beastie in the chat?
Yeah, let me just load back up. Let me look for that first, actually, before I actually read what Symbio Joe just sent through.
Vermis said, "Go to Reaper and buy a Umber Hulk."
And buy a what?
Umber Hulk.
Not the same.
The same miniature?
No, it's the same theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
okay.
The same idea, but what I liked so much about the Games Workshop thing was the were those little critters, those little bugs coming from it, falling down.
Oh, you mean
the leeches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one are you? What are you talking about?
The amble.
The Emble?
Well, the amble. Okay.
It reminded so much of the Cloverfield monster, and that
Yeah.
were very fun memories. Let me put it that way.
What creature?
Did I tell you I tried to watch Cloverfield with Nora and she couldn't take all the like jittery camera work?
I'm with her
It was
on
sad.
that.
Yeah, it was sad.
I don't like that found footage style. It really does not work for me.
We saw it. I saw it together with Nick, so it is very
Yeah, remember that.
memory. Yeah.
So speaking of things that don't work, Vermis says, to be honest, he's tired of that style of armor and everything. It's fine for nids, overdone on dragons, just kind of lazy on this, in his opinion.
I agree. I'm glad you commented on that, Vermis, because like I think of it as like the Jess Goodwin armor. Like you get it's Tyranids and I've mentioned this in my sculpting video. Tyranids and Dark Eldar have the same armor.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't know if that makes a lot of sense.
Well,
it's just like, go ahead.
So they sort of adapted it in for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers as well with their armor.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's
like everything's got this same armor design, which is not like I love it because I like Tyranids and I like Dark Eldar, but it's not really that interesting or different.
That's right.
It's kind of like they just put me in the studio and they're like, design some stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna put some Tyranid. Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I like how Forge World takes a different approach to Tyranid armor, and I think with the plastic casting ability Games Workshop has nowadays, it's really a shame they have not transformed that into the Tyranid line, because they have like textured armor plates with rills and little holes and all that bits and bobs in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, having that on a Tyranid, would it make way more textured and way more interesting? You commented on how the tail looks a bit blank and empty. And I feel like this is almost a brave move on Games Workshop side, because we are very used to see those overcrested models with shitloads of details where you cannot see the model anymore because there's so many details on that. And having like blank areas can be very important to, you know, lead the eye towards the important part of a model or stuff like that. But
Wait for summer.
Oh, we can hope, but saying 10th edition.
Yeah, but honestly, it would be a good discussion point. Can any one of you imagine Games Workshop redoing the range so drastically that the carapace shape would be changed, like with the texture? Like Sam suggests. I can't see it, but it would be very interesting.
Doing
texture, not the whole design by itself, but having like the Forge World models having a texture on those carapaces.
With more striations, yeah.
Would love to see that happen.
I would too. That'd be great. It would certainly make it easier to paint, because you could just use like a contrast paint or something, and it would just catch in the striations, and you'd be done.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Would make it very hard to convert. because I remember the tail from or whenever I try to stretch any Forge World model. I'm looking at Dim Karen right now. It's very hard to fill in gaps when you have to pick up the texture on one side and continue, which is the bad thing. Which I like a challenge, but just as a thought.
Farmer, please say hi to Karen from us.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi to Karen.
So just quickly back to the comments. James Milner says
Yep.
they're
Thank
planning
you.
on converting it into a NID anyway, so it works for them. And Vermis replies
Yeah.
saying, "Yep, there's that. If someone wants to chop it into a NID, it's golden." And we have
We
Symbio.
all want to chop it into a NID.
Symbio Joe comes in going with, "Love will tear us apart."
I don't get it.
It's a song. I can't remember.
Yeah,
which
but I don't get how it. Oh, I know the song. It's more like love will tear us apart again.
It's the
Right?
most good episode.
How does it? Oh,
Yeah.
we're just talking about singing.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. None of us can sing.
True.
Vermis then gone, "I want to see what they do with the new Millosaurus."
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I don't know. They kind of disappointed me with the what's it called?
Ripper Jacks.
The bats, yeah. Flesh bats.
They stick to the old designs. They just give them a fresher look. So
I just feel like they weren't dynamic enough.
Yes.
ones
Yes.
were?
Still alive.
I must admit, I was a little bit fooled by the paint job because it looks so gross and cool. I think the form of them is kind of okay, but yeah, they're just standing around, which is like this kind of creature is especially.
Oh, did we not talk about those?
No,
Have we not talked about those on a stream?
No,
oh shit, we should talk about those.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we did.
I think I might have talked about it on a Work in Progress Wednesday stream. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Marco wasn't here. I don't know.
I wasn't.
Me neither.
Oh no, then we didn't. Fuck. Hold on. Oh goddamn. So whoever told me to use bike spokes as pins was a mean man.
It was me.
There we go. They're hard as heck to cut.
Just need a good cutter. I just ordered a big fat new batch.
You ordered a batch of free ones from
Back of the lorry.
I used to go to the bicycle store and just beg for some stuff. And
how did Ripper Jacks not find anything? What the heck?
What?
Looked up Ripper Jacks and it did not find the article.
So just wait it.
What's it called? Is it 2 words? Ripper Jack?
It should be 1 word. Or just type in Necromunda, it will turn up that way. Somebody just goes, Beastmasters of the Universe. And if you see something, say something. Vermis has asked me, what? That's pretty good. What weight is 36 inches? I'll have to weigh it tomorrow and let you know in our somewhere.
Discord
or something. I've just so Meandering Shade says, I'm kind of used to caring for people. Done it my entire life, really. 4 generations in my home now. I came from mum, caring for mum, my parents, my partner, kids, and now raising a granddaughter too. It can be challenging at times and mentally draining, but it helps. I have supportive friends, and then I have the hobby and hobby adjacent entertainment and a space to free my mind. Also explains why you rarely see me post online or in church, kind of full of home life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're happy to have you here, and thanks for commenting.
Absolutely.
Never apologize for life getting in the way of things. That is exactly what life is.
Yeah.
That's why I actually get annoyed. I always say I get annoyed when people apologize for saying they haven't posted in a while because they've had personal things going on. And I'm just like, you don't need
good times. Do it.
personal things going on. Like, if you haven't posted in a
Don't
while,
post. It's good.
it's your choice to not post in a while. Like, I
Yeah.
went and posted for every day for a year and was like, I got so stressed out by trying to post every day for a year, and that was just
That's a
without
lot.
anything going on. Like, I haven't posted for a while because I'm started a new job and I'm
Yeah.
trying to get that all sorted out. Like, everyone's got different reasons, so never apologize for not posting or not being
No.
socially active because
Well, active on social media is not being socially active. It's funny, like when people are apologizing because real life, they're probably being really social in real life, so they can't be fake social on social media.
yes, it was the air quotes I did, which you guys can't see.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Symbio Joe, no, stop it.
What you doing? Is he singing? Oh,
No.
okay.
It's in the
It's been
comment.
a long time. It's been a long time. I'm gonna have to say it because he put it in the super chat. For the Sphincter Fund, Symbio Joe comes through with a big 10 euros. You know what, Symbio? Just this week, I ordered a special something for the High Fleet Moloch Yacht Club.
Yes.
It's a shiny something. It'll be showing up soon, and it will only be for folks who are members of the High Fleet Moloch Yacht Club. And Symbio Joe is not only a member of the High Fleet Moloch Yacht Club, at this point, he's the president. So you can look forward to that.
Secretary and everything, every other
I
position.
just love this guy.
Yeah. So
He's a good guy.
The best.
Also funny. What's in the box? Or what's in the can?
well, he's also gone. Welcome to real-time trading with Flynhammer.
With what? Real-time training?
Trading.
Oh, trading.
I find it. I find his out within 2
He
minutes.
got my Zode. He got my Zode. He got my Zode. And you know what? I've still got some Demonet claws that Symbio just sent me as a surprise present. So maybe I will
Some what
get.
claws?
Sorry? The Demonet.
What did you say? You have some...
Demonet claws.
Nice.
Oh.
Yes, and maybe the Zode will get some Demonet claws. Nobody knows. Haha.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah,
No, but seriously, Simbo, we love your nuts. Thank you for being so good and so awesome and so kind and so generous and so funny.
Yep. Oh Jesus, yes.
Yeah.
That comment on my hobby desk.
We have to meet in real life one day, Joe.
I was laughing for hours.
And we shall.
Wait, what was the thing on your hobby desk that... Oh, the thing about Werner Herzog's brown hobby desks for brown hobbyists, brown models or whatever?
Beige. It's
beige. Beige hobby desk for sad beige. I feel like, Symbio, are you here? Can you like jump in the voice chat and narrate that for us? I feel like you're still on like the pirate team where you can get into every chat on the Discord.
Yes.
I'll go make sure.
And also, Symbio Joe, have you dropped your like on the stream yet?
He just dropped 10 likes on the stream.
Let's do it. It's one bit of interaction. There's always more.
When someone gives you a 10 euro super chat, you don't ask them if they've liked and subscribed. Bad form.
That makes it so awesome. We're a bunch of assholes around here.
He's paid to enter the chat today.
Let me go check. Gotta make sure that he's still in the pirate squad.
He is the pirate squad.
God damn Discord. What are my settings?
Talking about pirates, I'm making the undead pirate.
Does he have the Europe
Good
team?
man.
I don't even know what position.
There's a pirate team or something. I don't know.
Yes, you need permission of pirate and just give it to Symbio.
Yeah, I put Symbio on and I just never took him off. It's like, where the heck are the permissions? Like the oh, Discord, why do you hide your shit? Hate it.
How do we even search this?
Server settings, that's what I want.
Damn it, you know what? I work on a Forge World model that I bought from Forge World. The resin sucks.
Where did
Okay, Symbio Joe is on the Europe team. What the
you know?
is he got access to?
I recently bought my first Games Workshop kit in a long while,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I was surprised by how it works and how detailed it was and how those things fit into each other.
So what did you buy?
I bought the Scriptor Mortis from
Oh, that skeleton with the book.
yeah, that was pretty funny. And I assembled the female Magus the other day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you put a skull on her.
I saw.
That model is incredible. It's straight incredible.
It's pretty cool, eh?
I didn't need to glue the legs into place because they just fit in there, like dry fit, and you cannot remove them afterwards anymore.
Okay. Wow.
That's so well made.
Yeah, that was a
Okay, wait. I need to interrupt you for a second.
Yeah.
Go, Joe.
I hate you for that.
Oh, bullshit.
Do you know how difficult it is to get pro wrestlers out of your ventilation vents? They are quite persistent.
Good to hear you, buddy. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah,
For anyone who's not familiar, this is Symbio Joe, otherwise known as creator of What's in the Can.
Yeah.
and other magnificent things. But
Such as your comment on Hydra's thing. Can you narrate your comment on Hydra's?
yeah,
Wait, I should go pull it
that
up.
is why I was summoned, because I have to
Oh,
work
for many reasons, but
on
that's just
a
one
Friday evening.
I'll go find it for people.
You're summoned.
Uh,
do the thing. Do the thing for us, and we leave. That's basically what it is today.
So,
The rules of
in case you
banishment
missed it,
bind me,
Hydra-
or I will eat your souls.
Hydra posted a cool video touring his workspace, and you should go check that out and leave it on your phone running for 5 minutes to show your phone that you like Warhammer reels. But Symbio Joe left an excellent comment on it, and I think that Symbio should narrate that for us because he'll do a much better job than anyone else.
Welcome to Werner Herzog's new line of furniture. Sad beige discs for sad beige hobby stuff. This one we call Containers of the Afterlife, because from basing materials we come, and to basing materials we return. And scene.
Amazing. Amazing.
I've seen that yet.
I only recently oh, and he's gone. Oh my god, and he disappeared into the night like Batman.
You may go.
Wow.
That is all.
Wow. He's like, that's all you get. Good night.
Nice, sweet prince.
Well done, Symbio. Thank you, sweet prince. Yeah, so I thought that we should talk about these, but I just realized how late it is, and I gotta call this soon.
I'm pretty much
It's
done
getting
here
near
right now.
pumpkin time.
Yeah, I've just been.
Anyway, Marco, do you want to say a few words about these big floppy, toothy, yonic creatures for Necromunda?
Big floppy. What are we talking about?
The Ripperjacks. I pulled up the Ripperjacks.
Well, no, I think I said it all. I think the basic form kind of works for me. But you can't. I mean, how stupid it is to post them standing on their ass. They're meant to be dynamic and fast and creepy and hiding and flying, and sitting, having them sit on their ass and waving is like the stupidest thing you could do with them. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Can I rephrase your answer?
Yeah, please do it, dear.
I think they're doing us a favor. So instead of giving them some weird angled, design, they give them us spread eagled, and because they are forge world, they will be resin, and therefore you just throw them in hot water, and then you can bend them the way you want them to be. So it's basically
And
like
have your way with them.
a trigon on a stick. Having it very without any curves, and you can bend him the way you want.
Okay.
One excuse.
Good point.
They fucked it up.
What? Say again.
What's that?
They fucked it up. Stop making
And that's the excuse.
stop making excuses for Portugal. What's up with you? Not the usual you.
I'm not.
So I feel a little bad because I follow the guy who I think made these
Okay.
on Instagram, and he has lots of really awesome miniatures, but these ones don't really work. Like the Beastmaster is kind of cool. I'm into him,
Yeah.
but the things themselves don't work for me.
Marco,
Yeah.
I may have found you an amble.
No. That's why you were so quiet all of a sudden.
No, my Discord, my computer went "Ugh," and then stopped with everything.
Okay.
It's also from a seller in Germany.
What?
Oh,
Really?
is it Symbio?
It's also someone I bought from before
Okay.
the dreaded idiotic thing my country did.
Oh, weird.
Is it Symbio?
No, I don't know who it is. Someone called Games Island.
Okay.
Yes.
Island. Yes.
Yes, I know them. But you know
Yes.
what my eBay says?
What does it say?
This thing is not going to be sent to Germany.
What?
What?
It's from Germany, but it's
No.
not going to be sent to Germany.
Because it's already in Germany. Why would you need to send it to Germany? It's already there.
That is so weird. Yeah, they are a well-known German seller, and should be no problem. Of course, it's just I guess it's just a mistake.
Maybe because it's got .co.uk in
Yes.
the
Yes. Wait, I'm just gonna search it on my eBay, and it should be fine.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's a little bit more than the
Yeah,
amble
but
was.
the price is still fine. It's still perfectly in the range.
Wait, is this the Amble or the Zode? What are we talking here?
More than the Zode. The amble. The amble's a bit more than the Zode. It's a as I should say, it's got all of it. It's got all of that, the rules and stuff for Blackstone Fortress. But if you ever want that, I can send.
Oh, you don't need that.
I can send a spare box of it, or 5, and but it's got all of it there. It's a bit more, but it's already in Germany, so we'll get it a bit quicker. But there you go. That is me fulfilling my role within half an hour.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've just bought it. Thank you so much,
Good
buddy.
man.
The model food.
Making miracles happen.
So good.
Awesome.
And now you know what to do when you receive them?
I'm gonna paint them.
No.
I'm
Send-
gonna send some kisses over to our buddy in the UK.
No.
You're gonna name them Flynn after their father.
Yes.
No, you just mention me in the comment in the post, like I get all the followers.
I mean, one will be called Flim, the other one will be called Hammer.
No.
Amazing.
Oh Jesus.
And thank you so much, Flim.
That's all right.
Awesome. Because I was just visiting my good old friend Agus, and I told him how much,
Agus!
yes. And I told him how much I would love to buy these, and of course he has everything lying in boxes, like stacks and stacks of boxes. And of course he was stroking his boxes gently and saying, "I still have them, but you can't have them. They are mine."
Oh, what a jerk.
But do you know what the best thing about all these ones that I found for you, Marco?
Sorry?
What?
None of them have been painted yet.
Nice.
Yes, perfect. One is primed, the other one is still in raw plastic. Perfect. I'm really looking forward to painting them, actually, because I haven't painted anything for such a long time, like a year.
Oh Jesus.
Really? Holy toot.
The last thing I painted was Nick's Gunbeast, and then I started off.
What about the Crucive Prime?
Yeah, I
I thought
started
you
it, but I
painted
got
that.
it because it isn't finished.
What about Ron
Oh, okay.
Jeremy?
Oh yeah, you painted someone wrong, Jeremy.
The nuclear sporehead.
Gunbeast?
But was that last year?
What?
Yeah, that could have been a while ago.
Yeah,
The old creature conference stuff.
you're right.
Um.
I'm sorry. I
Oh, Symbio said good night. We missed it because we're terrible at the chat.
Yeah.
Symbio, thank you so much for jumping in and doing that, man.
Absolutely.
James Dwarfenage says that they hate the Ripper Jacks, and James Milner says I hate them, which means I love them. They look disgusting. They do look disgusting. I agree.
I think it's the eyes stalks that for me is a bit weird.
They're not even eye stalks. They're like weird flappy bits that have like are the eyes on the other side? Because on this side they're like tentacle suction. Like the eyes are on the back. There's like yellow beady eyes on the back carapace, I think. I don't even know.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just a mess. I think
Yeah.
I think they could be a lot creepier and a lot more kind of like directed, but it's just a lot all over the place for me.
I'm going to stick with my metal ones.
They are nice. Those metal ones are so nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going to be jealous when you hear how many I have.
okay. Yes.
1,000.
I have
All of them. Flynhammer has all of them. Every one that was even produced. Even the ones that I thought I had, they're actually in Flynhammer's
I
collection.
think I have 54 individual ones.
That is fucking good.
No one person is allowed to have 54 Ripper Jacks. You gotta. Are you doing this as like a investment thing?
No,
You want to like sell them on the black market for your retirement?
Uses flying rippers.
Oh, they stolen from Marco because he
Yes.
did that.
for the day you can actually.
Potentially, yes, I think yes, because of in the subconscious, because great minds think alike, or
Absolutely.
might steal ideas from other.
Great minds. Yeah, yeah. There's a bit of that.
Yeah.
All right. So this whole time I've been working on my Warp Spider Exarch
Oh, really?
because I made the mistake of making an agreement with God, what's his name? Awesome painter dude in Spain on Instagram, where we were like talking, and I was like, "Hey, would you like consider doing like a hobby swap?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like, "Okay," because I bought the a conversion of Drazar done by Green Stuffing because I think Green Stuffing is amazing, and I really like this guy's painting style. So I asked him if I could like swap with him, and he's like, "Great, yeah. Can you convert me like a Warp Spider Exarch?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." But I don't know when I'm going to get to it. He's like, "Yeah, no rush." Oh, by the way, I finished painting your model. I'm like, "Oh crap." So now I need, and then he like sent me a couple of emails. He's like, "Hey, how's it going on that Warp Spider Exarch?" I'm like, "I need to get on it." So I am getting on it. It's mostly made with bits from War Games exclusive, I think, or maybe someone else. He sent me all the bits,
Oh,
which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
The best one is from RTLW.
Oh, some of them is Artel. Like,
Oh, yeah.
some of these bits, I think the head is Artel, but
that,
yeah, I'm just combining a bunch of bits with some Scourge legs, and I gotta like sculpt up the Scourge legs to make them look more Eldari and less Dark Eldari. And then my problem is that it came with like this one like big spidery arm thing that I want to. Oh shit, it's not on screen. Big spidery arm thing that I want to use, but I thought there was two of them in here, but there's only one, so I get to make the other one from scratch. Fantastic.
That's not funny.
That'll be okay. I'll figure it out.
You just take another right one and change the ankles.
There isn't another arm. That's the thing. Like I thought there was two of them in here, but oh wait, no, I'm wrong. There is another one, but someone converted it to put a gun on the end of it. So I'll need to convert it back to be a blade.
those arms just look weird to me.
Well,
The long ones?
Yeah, I think it's just seeing the angle it was at, maybe because I can't see where it actually fits in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out.
just in case anyone,
Starship Trooper ones for a second.
no one does.
Sorry, what was that, Simon?
I was about to say, if anyone wonders what I'm working on, is again a model for my new love, Necropolis.
Necropolis?
Yeah. And I had recently or no, a good while ago, I wanted to make a second gathering. Gatherings are like the war bands there, and I wanted to have it like a Arabesque theme. So like it's straight from Aladdin, and the what's that, robbers or whatever that fairy tale is called. And
What?
Aladdin? No, Aladdin.
Famous lamp, the Disney movie Aladdin,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
the fairy
sorry.
tale.
Aladdin. Yes.
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, but then my kids started to play with Legos from no, with Playmobil pirates, and
Yeah.
I was, whenever they play something, I try to give them give them a few appropriate songs with that, and I started to sing a pirate song from or the cover version of a pirate song from a German band, and
Mhm.
he asked me if I knew more, and then I started to look into pirate songs, and
Yep.
suddenly I was all aflame of me wanting to do something with pirates. And so I thought before I start, a new game or anything like that, I should just see if I can squeeze in somewhere some pirates. And so I'm going to make a undead corsair army. No, not army, but gathering now.
Yeah.
So I'm mixing
Great.
Arabesque and the pirate theme because it fits anyway pretty good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's me sculpting a Arabesque headdress here.
Cool.
And I think I just finished it. I shouldn't do more.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Hmm.
Just in time.
Well,
Late.
friends,
Yeah.
I think it's time to call it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining. This has been lovely. We talked about a lot of very random stuff, but that's fine.
That's what we.
And
Been a very
Go ahead.
productive stream for Marco.
Yes, absolutely. Chris,
oh, because the buying. I'm
Chris-
like, why? Because he
Chris-
finished his
Yeah.
June collar or whatever.
It's Project
Adding to the
eBay.
pile of potential.
thank you so much, Flynn.
Project eBay Mark II. Stupidly quick.
Absolutely.
Anybody needs eBay, Lynn's the guy to talk to.
Hey, I have a OOP Tyranid on Instagram who is very happy with my services.
You have a what?
There's an account on eBay called OOP Tyranid who posts
Okay.
loads of out of production Tyranid stuff.
Sorry, you said eBay. Did you mean Instagram?
Yes, I have had very many drinks. He's
Okay.
been after a spider squig for a while. And all I did is
I'm sure Marco has 10.
yes. I think Marco's buying up the market for it.
I've got 3
Which-
left. 3
Also,
unpaid.
very ironic is I found it from someone you guys know,
Mhm.
which I'm not going to say on stream because I don't want to dox any specific individual. But it was someone I had also bought from before,
Oh,
and I just saw it on there, so I sent the guy a message just with the link and then the following up message of Spider Squig. I get a message from him about 10 minutes later saying, "Thank you. I've been after this for about a year," or
Oh, wow.
something along those lines. No, but he'd been after it for ages. He let me know, and it was just one of those. If I see one, I'll let you know. So he was very happy recently.
That's-
nice. Look at you, Flynn. You're like eBay Santa.
It wasn't even that. That was after helping him get a spore chimney.
Really?
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's before Project eBay. I was after Project eBay number 1 happened, but before we had the whole update on Project eBay.
Interesting.
Look at you helping people make their dreams come true. What a nice guy.
I'm the
Absolutely.
eBay
Okay.
fairy.
And they,
What's that, Flynn?
I'm the eBay fairy.
You certainly are.
Aw.
you are, in
Simon?
truth, you are hired by eBay.
Yes, yes, you must get kickbacks from
Yeah.
eBay.
I wish I did.
And if you don't, you should be.
Well, only one of his tips today was from eBay. The other one wasn't. So, well,
Maybe I should get
Oh, well,
sponsored by the Troll Trader.
I
Or we
think
could get
so.
sponsored by the Troll Trader.
there you go. Get a affiliate link or whatever the heck they're called.
Hmm. I'm actually they do.
Okay, gents, I think it's time to go.
Yes, it certainly is.
Thank you to everyone in the chat who's with us today. Thank you to all of you here live on stream. Thank you to Symbio Joe for dipping in and making a contribution to the Moloch High Fleet Moloch Yacht Club.
Yeah.
There will be updates about the High Fleet Moloch Yacht Club soon. If you have previously sponsored the Yacht Club, you will be getting a little something for your generosity. It's really a little something. Don't get your hopes up. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be fun.
It's going to.
It's not going to be. What's that?
It's going to be great.
Fun.
It's going to be shiny.
Ooh,
I'll leave it there. It's going to be shiny.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I've got myself into a corner here with the thing I'm sticking to the model sticking to my hand. Great. Yeah, so updates on that soon. Also, my next
I've got to
Sorry?
I've got to read Kazan's comments first before we go any further.
Oh, go ahead.
So he says, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future streams and updates. If you want to support
Thank you, Kajan.
in his hobbying, there is a Patreon available to chip in. And good night, everyone. May the biomass be plenty for you.
Thanks, Kajan. Yeah, as Kajan noted, I do have a Patreon. There's a link to it if you go to my Instagram, my almost said link in bio, link tree thing. There's a link to my Patreon in there. I guess I should put it in the description of the stream. Yeah, and the lovely Patreon people, there's a few of them. They voted on what my next how to sculpt video should be, and they have decided that they decided that it's either going to be tentacles or it's going to be how to buy and store green stuff. So because tentacles was leading, I got to work on the tentacle one. So by executive order, the next video will be about tentacles, how to make tentacles, and there will be a giveaway with that one. So you can look forward to that. And that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks.
Link
Awesome.
in the chat.
And yeah, what?
The link for the Patreon is in the chat.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Breaking things here? I don't know. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining today. And next week's stream, I don't know if we're going to do a work in progress Wednesday stream next week because, as I said, we're moving my dad. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that and do a stream. So if I can, I'll set it up. But if I can't, that's why. But it's always a different crew. Well, I feel like Diana and Tom show up on every stream. But other than that, I feel like it's a different crew. Oh, and of course, Will and Kajan, because Will and Kajan are the co-hosts of the Work in Progress Wednesday.
Nice sleep.
So,
Yeah. So
all
anyway,
the best for you.
I don't know if we'll have one next week, but we'll try.
So,
Sorry, go ahead, Marco.
all the best for you and your non-queen for getting it done with your daddy, and I hope
Thanks.
it's a smooth transition for everyone.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck. Like I say, it is a bit of a. It may be emotional on the day you actually do it. I know you've all
Of course.
put it all out, but yeah, take the time you need.
Well, it's already been emotional, so yeah, we'll see. No, but thanks, Flynn. I appreciate that. All right. And with that, let's call the stream. So thank you all so much, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.